Hello guys, my name is Navdeep from Fern Education and I hope you guys are keeping well. So the reason I'm making this video is to clear out the things in English for the students who are unable to understand my Punjabi videos. Of course, I'm not very good in Hindi, so I try to make videos in either Punjabi or English. I will try to learn some skills in Hindi as well. My Hindi is very good, but I can't really speak in front of the camera in Hindi. So without any delay, let's start this video. This video is about New Zealand funds as well as the partnership visas. We'll cover basics of whether you should apply as a partner of the student who is going to study in New Zealand. Before I start the video, I do request you guys to subscribe this channel if you like our videos because I try to keep the things very crisp and clear, very neat and clean for the students to avoid the jargon of consultants and agents. I try to avoid that kind of jargon because I know you guys are overwhelmed enough and I can't emphasize enough on this thing that you need to have basic criteria for yourself whether you can or cannot apply for specific visa. So let's start the video. If you are thinking to take your partner with you on a student visa and your partner would follow you on a visitor or a work visa and you are confused whether your partner will go on a visitor visa or the work visa, this video is for you. This is also for you if you're thinking whether you should take your partner now or whether you should go by yourself first and then apply for your partner later on. This video is for you guys. Must watch this video till the end so that you can understand the whole process and the complications and the basic criteria of this category. So if we will start with who can apply and what visa they will go on, and then we will discuss the complications and benefits and negative points of a partner visa along with the main applicant. Starting with the students who are high school graduates, who have done their high school 12th standard in India or any other country, and they want to go for the bachelor studies in New Zealand and they have their partner with them, they can go on a visitor visa. Mark my word, they cannot apply for the work visa. If you are going for the bachelor studies, your partner can only come along with you on a visitor visa, not a work visa. You cannot apply for the work visa as an open work visa for them. If you are going for the bachelor study, they can get the work visa when they get there, but not supported by yourself. They will have to get a support from the accredited employer who can assist in their work visa. So the work visa is called employer assisted work visa. And that is now has been categorized as accredited employer assisted work visa. So you have to have someone who is accredited as an employer to assist you with your work visa. And then if you get a job of a median wage starting from $22 to $27, depending on the level of the job, you may be eligible to apply for the work visa according to the immigration of New Zealand. You have high chances of getting the work visa if you have the independent job offer in front of you being a visitor of New Zealand. There is no problem with that. The question I do get a lot of times is, how long will I get the work visa or the visitor visa for? So the simple answer to that is, it is going to be the equivalence of your partner's study visa. So if your partner is going for 1 year of study and they have got the 1 year of study visa stamped on their passport, you will get similarly one year of the visitor visa on your passport as well. You may get lower amount of visitor visa in some cases, but most of the cases I have seen you will get the similar amount of visitor visa, however long your partner has got the study visa for. So that's for the bachelor students, but the students who have done the bachelor's here in India or any other country and want to apply for the master's studies in New Zealand, or they have done the master's here in India or other country and they want to apply for the PhD level studies in New Zealand, they have same category. So master's student and PhD level students, they can apply for their partner's work visa from here in India. Keep in mind, they can also go for the visitor visa, but they have eligibility to apply for the work visa. We will discuss at the end of this video why you should or should not apply for the work visas, why you should and should not take your partner along with you when you're going for the student visa. So that's clear that the partner who's going for the master's and PhD will get the work visa for the same length as the main applicant who is the student of master's or the PhD. Now comes the question whether you should or should not apply. But before we go into that, we'll discuss slightly how much funds do you need to apply for the visitor visa or the work visa of a partner on top of your 20,000 1-year New Zealand dollar expenses. So remember, in our past videos we discussed you need 1 year of expense, which is 20,000 New Zealand dollar, which is 10 lakh in Indian rupees. That's the amount you need to sponsor yourself for 1 year of studies. That's your living expense. And if you're taking your partner with you, whether they're going on a visitor visa and on work visa, doesn't matter. They'll need around 4,500 to 6,000 New Zealand dollars as their own money in their accounts to show their expenses, that they can assist themselves to do the expenses such as rents, groceries and other expenses while they're living with the main applicant in New Zealand. So the next question arises whether you should or should not apply for the work visa or the visitor visa of your partner. I know that the work visa, visitor visas are open for the partners. We have the choice. Do I think I should apply for the visitor visa, or should I hold until I go to New Zealand and then call my partner to New Zealand? That's the question I get a lot of times from the couples. So the main scenario you should think about is, what are the chances of you settling in New Zealand? If the immigration officer looks at your application, sees, okay, you don't have any commitments in India, your partner doesn't have any commitments in India, your study has good chances of getting a high paid job in New Zealand, that means the high chances of there are you settling in New Zealand. And that's something the New Zealand immigration officer doesn't want to see at the start of your application. Even though they are fully aware that you will try to follow the instructions and you will try to follow the pathway of getting the work visa and then the residence if you are eligible for that. But the immigration officer doesn't want to know that from your application. They don't really want to see that kind of transparency on your application, that these are the plans. Look, I'm taking my partner with me and I'm going there, and our high chances are that we're not coming back. That's something that the immigration officer doesn't like to see. What they like to see is your commitments to come back. This is the main thing that they look at your application. So if you're taking your partner with you in New Zealand, that means you have high chances of settling in New Zealand, unless your partner has a good roots and commitments to come back to India or the country of origin. So we'll take the example of India. So if you're going from India to New Zealand and your partner, will discuss two different scenarios. One, that your partner didn't have any job, any business or any other employment or any other commitments to come back to New Zealand, and you have applied for the visitor visa along with yourself with the main application. There are high chances of the immigration officer going, something's wrong here. I think the partner wants to join the main applicant just because they want to enjoy the rest of the life in New Zealand. That's something they don't want to say they don't want to see, as I said. What they want to see is the commitment. The second scenario is your partner is either employed with high paid job or the government job or a business that's doing a good returns every year, and you have, or your partner has a good amount of ITRs, the income tax returns filled in terms of the amount of money you show to the government that you're earning each year. If you have a good amount of money you're earning each year, that shows the commitment, of your partner, that the partner is committed to India and they will stay here for long time, or they will come back once their visitor visa is over. Once the partner's study is over, they have the chances of coming back. If you don't have the chances, you can judge your application by yourself. If you don't have chances that your partner will return, chances are you will get refused along with your partner's visitor visa and work visa. So both of the applications are on risk, whereas you should apply for yourself first and then call your partner after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months with a basic reason that whenever you feel homesick, you can call your partner along and justify your reasons of bringing your partner along later on the time when you have slightly started your college, you have gotten a part-time job, and you have settled down slowly, and you are missing your home, you're missing your babies. If you have babies, you can call your partner there right after 1 month or 1.5 months. So you don't have to take your partner along with you while applying for your main application. That's something you should think about before lodging your application. This is a must thing. I don't think you will get this answer from any consultant or agent in this much transparency. I try to keep my students, my clients, this much transparent so that they don't put that much burden on my shoulders. I don't like the burden on my shoulders, so I wave off the burden, put the burden on your shoulders by informing you well, by giving you the all information that you need to apply for the visas. You should be well aware when you're applying for the specific kind of visa. I hope I've answered all of your questions. I will be going live on this Saturday. I think it's the 28th of this month. So stay in tune, stay in touch, be live on that day. I will answer each and every question regarding New Zealand study visa, partnership visas, parental category visas, any type of visa you would like to get answer on. I will be there to answer you at my best capacities, and I can bring on any question you may have that's unanswered. I hope to see you guys on Saturday on my live, and otherwise I'll be keeping you guys updated on my daily alternative days videos. I'll hope to see you guys in my next video. Until then, best of luck.